It's our grand final special, and we've been trying to tie it all in with a bit of footy, and we thought we need someone who has represented both the clubs that we support. And who else should we call in but
Lincoln McCarthy.
I mean, Nakia Cockatoo. I mean,
no, it's the other
Trent
one.
West. I mean, Andrew Buse, welcome.
Great to have me on board, boys.
On the 22nd of August 1968, that's a touch under 53 years ago, number 247 baggy green cap was handed out to a bloke who wanted to play 38 test matches, 9 one-day internationals for Australia, and if he had bowled 10 more balls in test cricket, he would have bowled 10,000 deliveries in test cricket. Rob Cameron, who have we got on the telephone?
Delighted to introduce a man who moulded my very ordinary cricket career as a budding teenage off-spinner. The great delight I had in watching Ashley Mallett ply his craft, and even greater delight to talk to him this morning. Ashley Mallett, good morning and welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Thanks, Rob and Neil.
He's from Geelong Cricket Club legend Clinton Peake. Good morning.
Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Neil.
David Parkin, good morning to you.
G'day, Rob and Neil.
And that was two voices. One was Brian Cadd, who he heard from just before the 10 o'clock weather. And the other one was a chap called Dennis Walter. And Dennis joins us here in the studio, the first live human being we've had in here since March last year. Welcome, Dennis.
What an honour. I'm a live human being.
Yes.
Now she's the reigning AFLW Premiership captain for my mob, the Mighty Lions. Emma Zilke, welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Thanks for having me. Absolutely love that intro. I've missed that one before.
In the football theme, the reigning Brownlow medalist Ollie Wines, his family got an Anglesea base, and his dear grandma Esty is still down at Anglesea and very proud, and she's been good enough to join us this morning. Esty, welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Thank you very much.
The CEO of Beyond Blue. Good morning, Georgie Harmon.
G'day, Neil. How are you?
Yes, we are going live to the aforementioned front seat of the big red car, and welcome the man who became well known as the Yellow Wiggle, but these days is doing some very excellent work in the way of heart health. Greg Page, welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Well, good morning, two blokes. How are you?
Doing well,
Doing
thank
good.
you. Speaking of grouse, at 30 minutes past 9 o'clock, we should say good morning to our first guest for today, Robert.
Friend of the show, Ian Coves, on the way to the Coulda Beans for the 400,000th time. Good morning, how are you?
Yes, I'm well, thanks. Good morning to you, Rob, to you, Neil, and all your listeners. And in fact, Stan the statistician from Stradbroke Island informed me it's actually show number 1,134.
We're going back to 1979. That's a band called Jojo Zepp and the Falcons, featuring the dulcet tones of a chap called Joe Camilleri. Fast forward to 2021, and he has released with his band, the Black Sorrows, his 50th career album. It's called St George's Road. What better person to talk about that album than the great man himself, Joe Camilleri. Welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Oh, good morning. How are you?
He is a 2-time Essendon Football Club Premiership player, a 3-time Essendon Football Club Best and Fairest player, and he's had 63 or 4 constant years of involvement with football at the highest level. That's got to be a world record. John Burt, good morning and welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Thank you, Rob.
94.7 The Pulse. This is the Two Blokes Chatting radio show. My name is Neil Butler. The other bloke, he's Rob Cameron. And that's a song called Raining on the Rock by a chap called John Williamson. And if Rob has pressed the right buttons, I'm going to say, good morning, John, with his fingers crossed.
Morning, fellas. How are you?
Oh, we're greatly relieved to hear your voice. Sometimes that doesn't work. And it is beyond a thrill to be able to introduce one of the 4 members of the Seekers, Keith Podger. Good morning and welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Hello, good morning, Rob and Neil as well, yeah?
And this gentleman that we're about to interview played 146 games for Fitzroy between 1977 and 1988. He started at full forward, worked his way back to full back, and as Bernie Quinlan once said, there's only one step after that. But we are thrilled to bring onto the radio today Laurie Serafini. Welcome, Laurie. Is he there? Over.
Laurie, good morning.
Guys?
Oh, yeah, got you now.
We lost you for a moment.
Hey.
No, the reception's quite a long way there from Geelong.
Well, it's a great thrill, as it always is, to welcome this bloke, the 12,095th player to play VFL of AFL football, the 203rd Brisbane Lions. He wears the number 11 at the Lions. Lincoln McCarthy, welcome to the Two Blokes Chatting radio show.
Thank you, Neil. Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you on board. Here's a man who I think has a really, really good relationship with removal companies because he's played for Victoria, South Australia, the Kochi Tuskers, Kerala side, Adelaide Strikers, Worcestershire, Gloucestershire, Western Australia, the Perth Scorchers, the Coolner Titans, and now he finds himself heading up the elite talent in the New South Wales cricket environment. Michael Klinger, good morning.
Good morning, guys. How you going?
That, of course, weddings, parties, anything, Father's Day out of 1992. And the voice we heard there was a man called Mick Thomas, these days being part of a group called Mick Thomas's Roving Commission. And if Rob's pressed the right buttons, I'm going to say, hello, Mick Thomas.
Hello to you.
We're going to ask this bloke on the radio to see if he knows. Good morning to you, Ross Stevenson from 3AW.
Hello, guys. How are you?
We're very excited, though, to know that Ross Wilson is on a tour around Australia celebrating 50 years. And today he's just taking time out of his otherwise busy schedule to talk to us. Good morning, Ross Wilson.
Oh, yeah, good morning. Yeah, no, Saturday my busy schedule is to vacuum my room.
2013 was the first time I had the privilege of interviewing a young racing car driver by the name of Todd Hazelwood. At that particular stage, he was probably driving something like saloon cars, not far out of a go-kart where he used to drive at
Well, bloke's known you for 8 years.
And 8 years later, he is now driving V8 supercars and driving them particularly well. Todd, good morning to you.
Morning, chaps. Thanks for having me on the show again.
That's a song called I Am Woman, and that is an artist called Lisa Edwards. Almost exactly 12 months ago, Rob, you might recall, we spoke to Lisa, and Lisa said, I'm going to produce an album, and we went, oh yeah, and then we went into coronavirus. Well, she has, and there it is, and here she is.
Hi, Neil. Hi, Rob.
A bloke called Russell Morrison, if Rob's pushed all the right buttons, he's going to say, hello, Neil. Hello, Russ.
By the miracles of radio, I have got the man. We might say, Russell, the nick of time. Good morning to you.
Oh, good morning. How are you?